Yeah, you ride all kinds of stuff. You got a little Honda Trail.
Yeah.
Join us for the ride of a lifetime.
Let's watch an idiot try to ride a motorcycle. Some guy rides.
Good morning, dudes. Let's see. I woke up at about 6:30 and laid around. Had some lovely coffee in the Super 8 office and a bowl of raisin bran with the lady behind the counter who was still there from last night. And then since I had all my stuff off the bike, I went ahead and threw it on the center stand, which I have a hard time getting it on the center stand with my gear on it. So I put it up and tightened the chain just a tiny bit, didn't really need it, and lubed the chain. So I got my maintenance in, just did a general check, pulled some mud and pine needles out of the between the swing arm. The bike is a bit of a mess, and it looks pretty cool, I would say. And last night, man, I just threw my stuff in the room and ran to the Mexican place. Road closed ahead. Well, am I already getting into trouble here? And the lady came up and I was like, I looked around and nobody was drinking a beer, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a dry Georgia county, and they're not going to serve beer, and I might have to just road so closed. Anyway, the waitress came up and I'm like, do you sell beer? And she's like, yes. And I said, I will have a Dos Equis Amber draft, because that's my go-to in a Mexican restaurant. And she said 12 ounce or 32 ounce. And for some reason, I blurted out 12 ounce. I didn't think it through. I just blurted it out. I didn't want to seem like a glutton to the waitress. So instead I ordered 3 over dinner. So by my calculations, I came out about 4 ounces ahead. You know what I mean? And I can't believe I'm starting out like this. And yeah, so I had some beers, wrote a Substack at the table, got some work done, texted my family, all that kind of stuff. I just hung out in there for like, I don't know, an hour and a half. Watched all the locals, some interesting folks, to say the least. And yeah, had a decent dinner. And went to sleep not early at all. Like, I was doing stuff, just laying around doing stuff while I had the chance. And had a good night's sleep and got a shower yesterday. I don't know why I didn't take a shower in the hostel, but I took the first one of the trip last night and it was pretty delightful. And I'm pretty disgusting. So yeah, did some bike maintenance this morning, got everything packed up, which takes forever, and I'm not on the road till like 8:45, which is not like me, but that's kind of part of my plan today. So detour, but what does that mean? Yeah, I did see that sign and I ignored it. Let me just see here. Where do I want to go? And just a reminder that this video is sponsored by motocampnerd.com. Awesome people, awesome website, awesome products. They go through it and filter out all the junk so you don't have to. So go check it out. I will talk more about them later. But yeah, pretty uneventful night. And I was glad to be where I was because the rain really didn't let up for a little while, and it just made everything so cold. It's just weird. It's like when I'd stop the bike, it didn't seem that bad, but when riding, it's just like this icy biting, and I don't have a good sense of what is cold temperature-wise. Like, to me, I would think 50 isn't really that cold, but it kind of is. It was probably 47 or so last night, and on the way in here, I was just freezing. So, I don't know what to say. On a motorcycle, 50 is definitely not warm at all. And I think I'm just making excuses for not being a manly man in camping or a womanly woman in camping. You know what I mean? But it would have been miserable. What's that all about, man? Jeez. What is that place? I don't know. And Chatsworth has some cool stuff. There's a cool coffee shop over there. There was a little tavern I didn't know about. It's cute little southern town, you know. We've rolled through a billion of these, and there's usually just like a really cool little downtown, old, like this, and then there's a bunch of junk just on the outskirts, like the Super 8 Motel. Adco Motel, that looks like my kind of place too. I didn't see that on the list. I think it's closed. Looks interesting though. I couldn't come up with a great plan last night. I'm just a little slow, I think, in the brain department right now. I don't know why. But, I don't know. I think Tellico Plains is going to be too soon. So, but I'd still like to stay there because I like that campground. I like Tellico Plains. I like that little restaurant. It's kind of fun to go to. So, my plan today is to really take my time, do all the out and backs. Like, there's a couple of things to see. There's a dam and these old cement factory ruins that I've been by a million times and never really stopped to check it out. So I'm going to do that, and there you go. I won't really know how far it is until I'm on that track, which I think this ends in Ellijay, and so I'll regroup there. The problem is, and I just, when I was planning too, it's like between Tellico Plains and the next sort of viable place to camp is pretty far. So Tellico Plains would be a good starting point. And I swear to God, I think I had... Okay, so I was supposed to be in Cedar Creek last night. I blew that. Tonight I'm supposed to be in Tellico Plains. The next night, I really couldn't find any camping. Other than, like, I'll be going through a national forest, and, you know, you're sort of allowed to camp anywhere in a national forest, except for then they all have rules that you never know about. Like, you know, certain roads are dispersed camping, and, you know, I'm sure there's a way to figure that out. Honestly, Onyx has probably the best dispersed camping feature of any of the platforms, and I got to see if Jason can do whatever they're doing, because it's pretty amazing. It's not amazing enough for me to get Onyx, because I just don't want another subscription to some website, especially just for one thing. And I've messed with Onyx, and like the Southeast BDR I tried to import in there, and it's too big, and it's like, come on dudes, it's like, that's the kind of thing I want to import. And so I guess you'd have to split it up into different files, and I mean, come on, get with the times. Onyx, is it Onyx or OnX? And does anyone care? No. So anyway, what I'm saying is, it's difficult to find. I guess I could take the detour. It can be difficult to find dispersed camping that's legal. And if I'm not sure, then I can't get a good sleep, because I'm just nervous about whatever. Not that I don't know. Do the rangers like come by and hassle people? I guess that's their job, but whatever. So yeah, today's going to be about going slow, taking my time. Although I'm probably going to get up here and Tellico Plains is going to be 800 miles away. I need to get my shit together. It's not supposed to rain. There's some areas of cloud that are a little contradictory to that, to no rain, but hopefully I'm headed in the right direction, which I think is that way, is the way I'm going generally, and it looks nice over that way, so hopefully that all works out, because I could deal with some no rain. And the weather said it's going to be sunny till like Friday in this area, so I hope that's true for the whole area I'm going through. And look at that, man. That's kind of pretty. It's a big old mountain too. I wonder what that is. Yep, so that's my plan today. Slow and steady. No troubles. No mud. No puddle man, no rain man. A little sunshine would be nice. It's too early for that to feel good yet, but at least it's there. And after that detour, I'm just about back on the track. I don't think I missed one little thing. Probably just some smaller country roads than I'm on right now. I gotta show you guys my charging setup in here too sometime, because it's getting better and better. I found this cheap 12 volt USB thing that's got 4 ports. So that's in here connected to the bike. So it's charging all day, and it's charging the stuff like GoPro batteries sometimes, although I don't usually need those. 360 cam, which I did mount today, so I'll use that a little bit. The drone batteries, and it's charging the batteries that I use at night to charge like my phone and other things like the Garmin InReach. So that stuff's charging all day, and I actually also have a 12 volt converter in my pack somewhere, so if I ever needed to charge the laptop off the bike, I could. Not usually necessary, although every day of the TAT I charge the laptop so it would be ready to go at night. But I found these cool flat USB cable connectors, and so the cables are flat and the connector is just a little tiny L, just the connector. So what happens in your tank bag, which you may or may not know if you've charged stuff, is those you know, you plug something in and that big thing is sticking out and it gets all messed up and you hit it or whatever and they break, you know, the tips of the USB cords break and it's just no good. So these plug in flush, so there's a lot less chance of that happening. They're like little ribbons. It's not a round cable, it's like a little ribbon, and they've been working great. I know that's really exciting to most people, but it's really exciting for me. What else, dudes? What else? Nothing. I'm on the route, and I guess we're headed to Tellico Plains. And tally-ho! I went into overdrive there for a minute. I don't know if you heard that, but kicked it into overtime. I kicked it into overtime. So excited to see the score on that one. And I don't know what I'm in for today. I know there's one big closure. I think it's a bridge out, and I want to say it's I'm just making this up. It's Turkey Scramble Road. I don't know. It's something like that, because all the roads are named something like that. And anyway, I got to look out for that closure so I don't start down it and get screwed up. I'm going to get gas in Ellijay because that is a recommendation, even though I'm not probably going to need it, but all the gas all the time. And I have a feeling I will have been on some of these roads for sure, but I'm hoping for a couple of new things. That's what I'm hoping for. And honestly, I'm probably not going to remember a lot of the roads that are the same anyway. The main point is, I'm on a motorcycle. I got nothing else to do today, kind of. And I'm just going to mosey over to Tellico Plains. I'm in no rush, I don't think. I'll tell you if I'm in a rush in Ellijay. Now this is the type of road where ride right is super important, because you could go fast on this road if you wanted to, especially like a side-by-side or ATV or whatever, or anyone could go fast on this road except me. But it's just blind turn after blind curve, and don't want to deal with a head-on collision, really. And there's lots of death to the left over there. Look at that waterfall. Can you see that? Oh man, it's so pretty. I struggled this morning about gloves. Like, I was like, just, you'll be fine. I was going back and forth on the heated gloves, and I made the wrong choice. I should have gone with the heated gloves. I know you're sick about hearing about the cold, but I don't know what to tell you. I can't film it, so I gotta tell you about it. It's definitely been a little puddly, a little moist, but not too bad, and just hoping everything dries up when the sun comes up. This is a cute little town. Cheese and meats, wine store, coffee house. Cute. Depending, maybe I'll go get a coffee. I'm just splitting out of Ellijay, got some gas, got some coffee. Really cool coffee shop, man. I hung out there for a while. I'm in total leisure mode. And so yeah, I got like I only have 125 miles to Tellico Plains, and if I go hard, I'll get there probably by 2:30. I mean, if I just don't mess around, which, God, that's way too early. So my plan is just to goof off. You know what I mean? I'm gonna goof off and waste time so that I end up in Tellico Plains to camp tonight. I'm fine getting there kind of early, setting up, doing some stuff, going to that restaurant, coming back, maybe making a fire. They usually have firewood that you can use for free at this place. It's Charahola Mountain Campground, something like that. Really nice people and a cool spot. A couple miles off the trail. It's looking like it's going to be a beautiful day. It hasn't really warmed up yet. It's still cold. It's already 11, man. And this is an abnormal day for me already. So that's it, man. I'm in chill mode. I think it's going to warm up a little bit, which will be incredible. And that's all I got for you right now. Oh, and coming out of the coffee shop, there was a punk rock girl smoking a cigarette on a bench, and we gave each other the nod, acknowledging that we were both human beings. But I swear to God, she was probably, I don't know, 16 or 17, very, very young, and she had on a leather jacket with a bunch of like punk rock buttons on it, and like a ripped up t-shirt and dyed black hair. You know, she was going for something. She was going for something, trying to set herself apart a little bit. And usually when you do that, you set yourself apart from one group and set yourself as part of another group. So it's not really effective as far as like making yourself an individual. I'm speaking from experience, just so you know. I'm not judging her. I'm just saying she's not accomplishing what she probably hopes she would be accomplishing. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. If you want to be different, it's really hard to just be a unique human being. I wouldn't really know because I have not accomplished that. But I think it's a worthy goal. You know? I think trying to be a unique human being is a good endeavor. But I'm just saying that if you're trying to be different from everybody else in your high school, say, yeah, maybe being a punk rocker will do that, because if nobody else is a punk rocker in your high school, then maybe that's something. But if you look like every other punk rocker, or you know, then I'm gonna say mission not accomplished. So I'm just saying, maybe if I had seen her smoking a cigarette in, I don't know, a duck costume, now that I'd be like, no, that's pretty good. That's pretty unique. You don't see many people dressed as ducks, especially in Ellijay. But I wanted to ask her too, like, what's it like being a punk rocker in Ellijay, Georgia? Do punk shows come through somewhere? They might. I mean, there's still like some he's not really a nephew, but my nephew is he's like 24, and he's in a punk band, and they tour, and they just play. You know, it's kind of like the old days where Fugazi was playing, I don't know, Shriner Halls or whatever, you know, those kind of places. And the indie punk bands still do stuff like that. At this point too, it's like, is punk rock, when did that start? 75, something like that, somewhere around there. So that's like, you know, if I went back that far, I would be listening to crooners. I don't know if punk rock is cutting edge anymore. Is it, as a genre? And have I gotten off the track somehow? And are you not alerting me to that fact, Mr. DMD2? See, I'm babbling, being judgmental about some poor punk rock girl just trying to get something going, and I miss a turn. So that should teach me, stop judging people. I'm not judging her. I like what she's doing. I like where she's going. Maybe it's a first step. I think not wanting to be like everybody else is a good thing to want, or to not want, whatever. Anyway, I should have just asked her, what's it like being a punk rock girl in Ellijay? And then she would say, I'm not a punk rock girl, I'm something new that I have never heard of, because I'm an old man. And then I would be busted. So my whole theory about trying to be unique and then doing something that's not unique in that world would be exploded, because maybe she's something brand new that I don't even know about, that she invented herself there in Ellijay. Maybe Ellijay is going to be the center of a new form of music and culture, and it's going to spread like wildfire, and soon kids in London will be copying her. That could be. I wonder what that genre of music would be called. If you have an idea, leave it in the comments. I can't think of anything. Something that mixes punk and little tiny country town in the middle of nowhere. It's a really cool town, though. There's some history there that I don't know what the history is, but there's some really obviously old buildings, and the town is really cool, man. There's like some nice businesses, and that coffee shop was super old wooden floors. They sold records and all kinds of stuff. It's cool. I could live there. I could totally live there. And just since I said it was still cold, I think it's raised a degree or two. It's coming. I think it's gonna be almost not chilly at some point today. That's exciting. And I took a couple of clips with the 360 cam, and it's already coming loose from its thing. And I don't know. I think I'm just over it all. It's not worth the hassle. The output doesn't equal the energy. The result don't equal the energy you have to put into it. That's just what I'm thinking right now. I woke up this morning and I'm like, I gotta use some of these cameras. I gotta have some different stuff to put on the screen other than this chin mount, which is, it gets old, let's be honest. Although all I had on the tat was this camera and the drone. That's all I had, and that was fine. You can do what you need to do with just that. So I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm saying. I also need to try that. Everybody has their 360 cam on the front now. Like, that's the little trend that's happening, I guess. And so, since I just want to be exactly like everybody else, unlike Punk Rock Girl. Who did the song Punk Rock Girl? Who was that? Shit, who was that? Oh, Meat Puppets? No, was it the Meat Puppets? No, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Punk Rock Girl. Milkmen? I can't, I don't know.
Let's go slam dance.
I'm gonna cut this out because it's embarrassing. How can I not know who did Punk Rock Girl? Anyway, the leaves are kicking, and yeah, there's worse things to be doing. There are worse things. I can't think of many better things to be doing. I'm on a motorcycle. It's a nice day. It's nice and brisk. It's very fall. I'm either in or headed toward North Georgia, which is a beautiful part of the universe. And then I'll be in East Tennessee. And then I'll be in Western North Carolina. That's a triumvirate right there. That's a power thruple. Power thruple. I haven't heard from Ass in so long. I have no idea what's going on with all that. I honestly can't quite remember where it even all left off. I think it left off in New Mexico, and it was still the whole, maybe it was a quadruple now with Rhea Perlman, Liz Phair, Ass, and Danny DeVito, or maybe his cousin Donnie DeVito. And that's the last I heard of it, and it sounded like a big mess to me. But Ass is like that, man. Ass is like a, what do you call it? A pioneer, a social pioneer, I would say. They're always like out front of the social norms, just a little bit, pushing the envelope. I would say Ass is a pretty unique ass. I wouldn't say Ass is a human being, but that's what I'm talking about, though. Pushing the envelope a little bit, doing things that not many people have even thought to do. And sometimes the reason people don't think to do it is because it's ridiculous. But I think that's how we move forward, doing ridiculous things. And every once in a while finding a ridiculous thing that is actually good. I'm trying to think of an example. I can't think of an example, so maybe my theory here is debunked. Dudes, look at it outside. Why do I even need to talk and ruin it? It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous out here. What's your next trip? Do you have a trip planned right now? And if so, what's it gonna be? I know I'm lucky, like not everyone can take off a week or 9 days and do stuff. I understand that, and I have gratitude toward being able to. Believe me. I wish there was a way, though, to go on a trip and just have absolutely zero responsibilities to deal with. Because there's always something, like, what's happening? There's always something that needs doing for work. It's never ending, which is a bummer. Because it would be so cool to just go out on this trip like this and not have to think about anything other than the trip. But that's not going to happen until I'm done working. And I'm done working, but I'm not done working. Not sure if I ever will be, but I can dream. If Jen would just agree to my plan, the whole cyanide thing, and we could just go huge, we could live, like, her preference is, you know, staying in nice hotels and eating fancy dinners and all that stuff. Like, she likes all that stuff. I do too. I like it too. What's not to like? It's just that I'm cheap, so she's had to adapt. She's had to adapt to our income. Which, whatever, we do whatever we want, but we can't want to do things that are totally extravagant. At least not all the time. We'll blow it out now and then and be and be a little irresponsible and blow money on something stupid. But for the most part, we don't go crazy. This is the kind of thing I like. A little bit rocky, a little, a little interesting, but no water, no mud. I'm down with it. Let's keep this going. A couple of ruts here and there, that's fine. You know, a road that's maintained but not maintained perfectly, that's the shit right there. That's the shit. Okay, we're officially in the Cohutta Forest or Management or whatever it's called, Cohutta. And this is a major Smoky Mountain 500 area, and I wouldn't be surprised if this road isn't on the Smoky Mountain 500 out of Ellijay. Coyote Trail. It's so crazy. I never had heard about that, and now I'm seeing it way out here. That's a long freaking... Oh my god, that was bad. That was bad. Oh, I think I broke something in my body on that. That's the kind of thing. That's like the John thing. You come around a corner, there's something you didn't expect. I know I'm riding left. Let me fix that. Yeah. Just gotta piddle. Can't get hurt. No troubles. No troubles. This is one of the sections that's closed like January through March every year. Not sure why. It probably gets nasty up here. Snow and stuff. And what is this road? I can't... That's just like... Maybe you can read it. It's like 2 font points too small for me to read while riding. I don't know if that's my eyesight. I'm wearing glasses, so I don't think so. Poto patch? Death to the right. Way to go, North Georgia. Way to go. If you can deliver me a little bit of sun. Ooh, it looks kind of misty up here. Getting some of that Blue Ridge smoky, misty thing going on. Which is supposedly something from the types of trees. That's what I heard anyway. I don't know. I'm not an arborist, so I wouldn't take my word for it. But that's the word on the street. That's what Punk Rock Girl told me at the coffee shop. Oh, can't quite see the view, but there's like a blanket of clouds below us. We are climbing like a mo. Oh yeah. Looks like there might be a viewpoint up here. Let's see. Oh yeah. How are you?
Great, how are you?
Good. Well, not much to see right now, huh?
It's still beautiful.
It's awesome. Down there you can sort of see the layer of clouds below there. It's so cool.
Dude, man, you traveling or you just...
Yeah, I started in Florida and I'm headed up to Damascus, Virginia.
Are you really? You're doing that whole thing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I live in Asheville, so I rode down a different way and... Yep.
You live in Asheville?
Yeah.
You got a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Okay, I recognize your face. Yeah, you play guitar or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah, you ride all kinds of stuff. You got a little Honda Trail
Yeah.
that you took out to Colorado.
Do you guys live around here?
We do. We live in Ellijay. Yeah.
That coffee shop might be connected to it, but there's several of the old stores there on the square that have tunnels that go underground.
Oh, really?
That's where they hid slaves,
Oh, wow.
going from one building to another and whatnot. Yeah.
You can just tell there's some serious history there just rolling through.
So we do this on a weekday.
Yeah.
We just goof off.
I can't wait for that.
Oh, it's Larry.
Larry.
Man, you be careful and
I will.
have a ball.
I will. Nice to meet you guys. Have a good one. That was nice. Larry and Kit, they're from Ellijay. Retired. I'm so jealous. They're so psyched. Like he was saying, man, you just gotta flick the switch at some point, right? Oh. I'll get there. We'll get there. But man, good for them. I'm just out chilling, driving their Jeep around the forest roads. I mean, wow. And there's no fog over here. You couldn't see anything just down the way. And now it's like clear. And I don't know if I was videoing. They said it was okay to video, but she was saying there's like secret tunnels under those buildings where they hid escaped slaves. And just rolling through there, you can tell there's just a massive amount of history. Really, just an interesting, cool little town. I'm down with it. I'm down with it. And they live somewhere. They live in Ellijay, so it's inspiring. They did it. They did it. We're gonna do it too. Not yet, but someday. Someday. All right, the sun. It's still cold. It's still cold, but it's like pleasant cold. Oh, Jack's River, Conasauga River. This is one time that I wish I had my all my tracks in here, that I could look and see what's over what, but I get so confused when I do that I just don't do it anymore, because it would confuse me and I'd end up in who knows where. See, there's like all clouds on this side and it's crystal clear on the other side. It's beautiful on both sides. And up here the trees are totally almost bare. Well, we know this spot, don't we? And we know what happens here too, don't we? That's right.
Hey, please Please like this video if you liked this video, and if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. Also, if you're interested, there are links to gear lists and goofy t-shirts in the description. Thanks a ton for watching.